I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around? Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.
The Tuesday night hangout where one of us isn't, well, I mean, partially here. I don't know what's going on with his DP's debating here whether he wants to really risk coming on tonight or not. Hey,
reward, DP. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know where the reward is, but there's a risk. Definitely a risk. So.
We probably seen our shirts and he went to change to make sure he's matching.
Yeah, because we're all wearing Paralife because we represent.
Paralife.
Yeah, this episode brought to you by Paralife,
where we give the rich guy more money, more shirts.
Yep, the rich just keep getting richer, and the poor just keep on getting poor because we're the ones buying these shirts.
Yep.
Scuba says you look horrible, Will, in blue. Your background blue.
Thank you, Scuba. Thank you. I love
you. Kind of like when your arm moves, you like blend into it. It like disappears.
I think this is a close up of his balls.
Yeah, look
the
at
background,
that.
Same color.
It's oh wait, do the balloons with it.
What if I took my shirt off?
I don't know. You might disappear.
Why? All right. If I take my shirt off, I wouldn't disappear. I think the blue against the blue is
the problem. Well, we like the blue.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to talk about the possibilities and the realization that your throttle cable can and will, on some paramotors, go through your prop. And I had that unfortunate experience last week, and everything went okay for the event. The only thing really broken is my throttle cable. We'll show that here in a little bit. Prop, my invincible prop, is still kicking like chicken. I can't kill that son of a bitch for nothing.
No.
Oh, I can't do that. As much stuff has gone through there. It's still going. I'm a big fan of Helix, dude. I've had so much stuff go through that prop, and it's still going. 255 hours, same prop, going through school and everything, which I don't understand. After 255 hours plus countless touch and goes, I've never had this issue, and that's where my throttle cable got caught into my prop, was a touch and go. I think because I flared, landed, and brought my hands back up, I think it caused the cable to go into the cage, or past the cage and into the prop. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's talk to Mr. Will. How's it going, sir?
It's going good, man. I'm trying to figure out how to change his background because feeling judged.
Feeling a little blue.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Oh, man, Dave. I said, I recognize that voice.
I'm sneaky.
DP, how you doing tonight, sir?
Doing very well, thank you. I'm upstairs on my wife's computer and have been cursing for the last 5 minutes trying to get the webcam integrated with my earbuds and everything, but it's all good now. Doing great, thanks.
And Mr. Nick Justice, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hanging out in the heat and the rain.
Oh, just tell me about it. Welcome to the South for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So have you guys, any of you guys had any issues or problems with cables coming close to your prop?
I don't think mine will go through there the way my cage is.
Yeah, you got the double hoop, right?
No, but like the way the mine is right here on the side where the throttle is, the netting's on the side, the cutouts on the top.
Oh, okay.
They would have to go completely around.
Yeah. Hey, Will, can you get a picture of a PAP paramotor? So if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about with the openings, we can discuss it that way. Yeah, I'm telling you, I still don't understand what happened. I actually thought the prop had come through the netting and hit me in the arm. It was so aggressive and so quick. Like I said, I was coming in for a touch and go, landed, wing was right above where it should be. I hit full throttle, and I got full throttle for half a second, and then I was running, and it was like only what felt like maybe 45%, and I'm checking everything. I'm like, what is going on? And then right then it just kind of pulled my arm back. Luckily, I had my arms up because I was kiting the wing. If I had them out to the side, I think it would have, the way that the netting is, it would have pulled my arm back. And as quick as it happened, it could have been bad all the way around. Plus, it left my my paramotor running at a higher RPM. So I was kind of like, when I heard the whatever hit the prop or the prop break, again, at this point, I don't know, I'm still running. I hit the kill switch and it doesn't kill it. So I hold it and I'm holding and holding, nothing. And then I noticed when the wing came down that the throttle or the RPMs are up. So I'm trying to back the throttle off. Nothing's working. I'm like straight into panic mode. I'm like, how in the hell do I take this off? I've got, I think, 7 liters in my tank. I'm going to be standing here. I'm going to be standing here for a while. So luckily, one of the guys from Aviators ran over, and I yelled at him that my kill switch isn't working. And he reached in and turned or pulled the spark plug. And he's like, man, everything looked good until that bird flew up into your cage. I go, it wasn't a bird. And I showed him my cable, and he's like, oh, man.
A freaking bird.
Well, they have that. I guess they've had a couple of bird strikes at the airport. So
I came close to hitting a couple of sand cranes the last time I was there for training when I was coming in. A couple of them flew right in front of me.
Those are some big birds.
yeah.
Yes, indeed. Rib eye of the sky.
Yeah. So, as you all know, for me, I carry my line over my forearm, and then it goes to the back of the motor. It actually goes down the side and then to the back of the motor. Somehow, when I flared and brought my hands back up, this cable ended up going into the back. I don't know how well we can see this, but this is what's left of my throttle cable.
That's nice.
So
Real nice.
that's why the kill switch wouldn't work?
Yeah, here
Okay.
it cut the wire.
Okay.
Now, if I could have figured out which, I could have probably reached back and touched this to the frame and might have killed the motor. But I'm going to rebuild that throttle. I ended up calling Florida Flight Sports, and they had I think a Polini throttle. I'm not 100% sure on it. It's almost all the way mounted on my motor. And it has an electric start button on it, which I don't have electric start. So what I plan to do, and we're going to do it either tomorrow or Thursday, is we are going to hook up my strobes to that switch, the start switch. And then I will have the ability to turn my strobes on and off during flight. And I don't have to worry about remembering to turn them on because I never do. And then I get into the air and I have to then reach in my pouch, try not to hit my kill switch, turn my strobes on, and then we're good to go. Now
Wait, back up a minute. You're saying that you're going to use, so you got the throttle with the extra push to start button?
Yes.
And you're going to use that to control an accessory?
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Genius idea.
Yeah.
You're too smart tonight, Shane.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give you a
I-
gold star.
I mean, I know you didn't think of it.
No, he really did.
I
He
did.
did. He wasn't sure if it could be done.
I didn't know how it could be done.
He
But
was
then
like,
it's
yeah.
Smart Car Brian's like, oh, took about 2 or 3 minutes, looked on Amazon for some relay switch thing and said, oh yeah, for $4 we could do this.
Yeah.
So I will actually do a video on this when we get on doing this. But
Hey, I might even watch that one.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so if in flight, let's say I don't want to fly with strobes, right? I'm an hour and a half from where I need to have strobes on. I can then wait, and then when it gets closer and I get more uncomfortable, I can flip it on, and we're good to go.
Scuba says he's only said that 1 million times. I'm sorry, man. I mean, when the student's ready when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. I must have been receptive to it. I must have been paying attention. Dude, that is really scary about the throttle thing. I've never had that happen to me, but I've always had that fear because just like I have had the brake toggle ripped out of my hand from the line getting caught in the prop.
Right.
And you're right, it happens quick, right? So if my hand, just like Kyle O'Glee, how he had his hand in the I think it was in the toggle and it ripped it back and got his finger. So that's what are you going to do to keep that from happening again?
So there was a couple aviator instructors that gave me a few suggestions, maybe running it up and over my shoulder. I actually got
around your neck, kind of around.
No, no, it's going to be on the
twice.
Yeah. It'll be over my right shoulder, and down to the motor. That way, anytime my arm goes up, it won't have that extra slack in it. Or worst case scenario, I learned how to double wrap it around my arm, so I take up the extra slack. Like I said, I haven't changed anything on this motor since I got it in school, so that everything has been the same. It's just some weird way I turned or something when I flared and brought my arms back up that it put it right back in the cage or through the cage. So, but yeah, everything's good. Just bruised up. Throttle broke. Got a new one. We're good. My biggest concern is I'm not going to like this throttle. It's very bulky compared to my PAP. PAP is very thin. Nothing fancy to it, and I kind of like that, and I'm used to it.
Yes, but this one has a bonus that you can turn your strobes on.
Yes, and it's wide enough at the base I could put a mirror and be able to check my fuel without having to unzip this little pouch, pull this one out that's on a little retractable, hold it back there, waiting to drop it to go through my prop, and then check my fuel tank and then put it all back. Yeah. Trust me, I hold that thing like my life depends on it. Every time I pull it out, I'm like, oh, this thing gets going.
So it's just one of those things, man. The conditions were right,
Yep.
And so it would scare me that conditions would be right once again, and like sometimes does strike twice. Do you know what Dana's talking about?
Where? What?
It says a guy in the compound got hurt bad about 10 years ago with a similar throttle cable accident.
No, 10 years ago, I wasn't even paying attention to paramotoring.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's more than twice the time I've been in it.
Well,
which is fine.
We were busy with other things 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I tell you, as far as making the solution something that I have to physically do to keep it from happening, and I don't really know how to put this into words, but you get distracted sometimes, and sometimes you overlook something and
get complacent.
Yeah, well, it's complacency, but it's more than that. I mean, life happens, things occur, and when you're launching and landing, I mean, you're doing 100 different things at one time, even though as you progress in the sport, it doesn't feel like that. You still are. And so I'd want to come up with a system that would be like like there's no way that cable's getting back there. Even if I wanted to get it back there, I couldn't do it without unless taking the throttle off my hand and throwing it.
Well, I don't think, because normally I don't land with power. I always shut my power off before I land. But doing a touch and go, which I haven't done one in quite a while, and that's kind of why I was like, I'll do a touch and go. We had probably 4 to 6 mile an hour winds. I was like, it'll be easy. And well,
I mean, you didn't like as soon as you touched, you were right back on the throttle. It wasn't like a long
right.
touch and go where you're running and taxiing and then you head out. You like touched and then were fixing to get right back up. It looked like.
Yeah, as soon as the my feet hit the ground and the wing, I'm getting to the point where I don't even look at the wing as much now. I used to just constantly check the wing the entire time, but now I know the feeling of how where the wing should be at, and which I always thought was the weirdest thing to say to somebody. Oh, you just feel it. You'll know where it's at. I can't feel this thing, like not right now, but now I'm getting a lot better not looking at it. And when I was giving it,
I'm sorry, Shane.
I was just going to say, once I gave it power and then I wasn't getting full power, that's when I started checking everything. I'm like, what is going on? And then boom.
That's when you put your hands down.
No, I flared to land, and then my hands were up and I'm full throttle and nothing's really happening. I'm like, why am I not going? And then before I could even, I heard the dreaded, and then I felt the.
So did it go through here?
No, this one up here.
Okay, so we got the. Can you see that? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to blow
so
this.
One thing is 100% certain. You know that it can go through there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. So where did yours go through at?
Right here over my right shoulder, right in that opening right there. You see this black clip that holds the two sections together. The throttle's coming down. Where the throttle's connected, or I'm sorry, hanging on to the outside of the frame, you follow that wire down into that opening right there, and that's where it went, right into that opening.
Okay.
And somehow
I wish they didn't have those open spaces.
All right, so where? Right here?
Right.
Where's your cursor?
Yeah, I don't see your cursor. Hold on.
Curses.
You don't see the red circle?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, you know why?
I'll take the picture.
I'm doing it over the wrong
All right,
one.
now I see the cursor. Well, I did. I don't know where it went.
It's
Right there.
Right
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Yep, went right in there.
Okay. Well, crap, man. I mean, I don't know. If it were me, I would fill that gap in with something. Maybe you could get some of that great stuff.
The what stuff?
Great stuff foam spray.
All right, so that's a nice frame. The fact that you can take it apart, and not.
That's a great frame.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily take that frame apart. For me
not anymore.
For me to do some sort of little, I don't know, something to run through there. I mean, that's something I'm gonna have to look at. It just.
Has anybody else with PAPs had this issue?
There's a couple of different manufacturers who make a frame that has something similar to that.
With a gap?
With a gap in it, and it's gotten other people as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and Dana brought this up too. I mean, look at the spacing in between, the netting itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, crap. A whole bunch of stuff can get back there.
Mm-hmm.
Very little wind resistance, though, just so you know.
Well, that's, I mean, give and take, but I mean, I'd rather err on the side of safety if it were me.
And
here, is it really that wide open, or is it just the angle that I'm looking to parallax?
No,
there's a big old gap there.
Yep. Wait, baby, you got your.
I know. I'm just looking.
Thought he was going to take a picture.
We'll call it the pap gap.
Yes.
Yeah, the pap smear. It's called the pap smear gap.
I bet it is. Now it is.
Okay, so Scuba said something. Let's see if it came up yet. There we go. Scuba says, do this. Hook a bungee cable midway onto your throttle cable and over to your harness, and it can make it. It can't make it back to the prop. Okay.
Right. And that's one of the options I was told about. And it's going to be one of those, something I'm going to play with and figure out. I was actually thinking about being able to take the extra slack that when my arm is bent and take a bungee cord from and make a loop, not a loop, tie on each end where in between where the slack is. And then whenever I extend my arm, I would have resistance from the bungee cord, but it would give me that extra stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can get something like that and secure it properly without worrying about it coming undone during flight. Right now,
do you have a left-hand throttle or a right-hand throttle?
right.
Your right-hand throttle?
Yes.
Was it made for a left hand, or was it like
No, it's
converted?
it's either way. Either.
Well, I know, but the length of the cable is different.
No, I don't know. I was asked what hand, and I said right, and because my reserve is on the left, and I throw with my left hand. I do things weird. I'm ambidextrous. I'll eat with either hand, as you could tell. Nothing stops me. But like I throw left-handed, my throttle's on the right hand. I right-handed. I do. It doesn't matter. I can hammer with either hand. It literally does not make a difference.
You don't need to go too much further there.
No, that one I have to stick with. The one. What hand? What hand do you like?
No,
Oh, geez.
ain't that coming?
Yeah,
What are you
so
asking her for?
I know. I'm not in the room.
For your sake.
Oh,
Can't
anyway.
scrub that out of your mind, I'm sure.
She knows when she hears Michael Jackson's "Just Beat It" not to come in there.
So the left hand, John Wayne says the left hand throttle is longer, and that's what I use. So just
Well,
wondering if you got a left hand throttle and you got all that extra. You shouldn't have to wrap it and do all that stuff.
Well, I will tell you honestly, a couple times I have fallen forward or tripped and had to put my hands out, and that cord cable was not long enough, so my right arm did not get to extend out far enough.
There you go.
Actually, you use a bidet.
That's right.
Yeah.
One hand, you don't even need a hand.
I know.
He said,
I saw it.
Oh,
Greg, good one. Yes, he did.
Okay, Keith.
So nobody's had this issue.
No, you said a lot of people had this issue.
yeah, no, they.
Sorry, I'm sick.
I know. We all seen your husband. We know you ain't getting mentally sick. We got it. So, anybody in the chat had this happen to them? Have they got a better solution for this? Maybe. I know we've mentioned a couple of things, but I still don't have a problem with my PAP. I actually, again, I've never flown anything else, so I couldn't tell you which one is better. Like my wife, I find something that I like and I don't switch it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the PAP's got 25 more years.
No, I can buy a new PAP. I can buy a new PAP.
Still a PAP.
Yeah, I missed this one from David Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he says, never trust Skinny Chef Shane. I speak for all of us in the chat that we all feel blessed that you did not get hurt and nothing happened to you. What would you do on Tuesday night if you got, what would we do on Tuesday night if you got hurt?
Krista be running the show.
Yeah. Well, and look, if it were me, I would, once I got the new throttle on there, I would try to get the throttle back to the prop. And if if I do it, then I need to change something.
Fix it. Yeah.
Well, there has been a couple times with this old throttle in flight. I've seen it kind of sitting on the edge, and I've tried to with let off the throttle and I'm coasting, and I've tried to push it back there, and it never would go. So I honestly, there's.
Do you think it's just like wear and tear over time? Like
No, it's not. It still had the same length. It's still the same everything.
She might be onto something. Did a bunch break or did a tie break?
Right. Like it's not like if it's brand new and it just all of a sudden happened. You've been flying for almost 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So after the constant.
Maybe a clip broke. I don't know how it's clipped in there.
No, I looked at all. I looked at all of that.
Could you zip tie it? Could you zip tie a portion of it to one of your?
Actually, one of the guys from Aviators suggested zip tying it to one of the swing arms or to my right swing arm, up closer to me, and then I would still. But I don't know if that's going to stop me from being able to reach all the way up or.
So, you've had your brakes fixed. That was a long time ago. I really feel like it's just a given that after a while, that's what happens.
She's so cute. Paramotors, the foot launch don't have brakes. They use our feet.
No,
I'm talking about
lines.
brake lines. See, Will.
Okay. That's not on the motor though. That's you're gonna get slapped, Will.
We love Crystal.
She's trying.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm just I really think that it's just worn out. It happens.
Dude, I could sit down and I could have a conversation about paramotors with Krista. And she could keep up and she'd know what I was talking about. And she was impressive. Where was that? Bad Apples?
Bad Apples.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. What you're saying does.
Well, that's the same thing tonight. She's like, Nick, you have a double cage or a double hoop.
Oh,
and
I thought he did.
I was like, what?
I thought he did.
I kind of did, but that's different.
Okay.
Sometimes she just surprises me with.
I really do try to. I mean, whatever he's into, I try to always at least have some kind of knowledge. Even his work, I don't know everything he does, but
I don't either.
When he's talking to me or whatever, I feel like I have to have
You're an awesome.
She is.
Thank you. But I do try to learn, and then
That's a good question. Do you have any video?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel.
Screen share the ending.
Yeah, just the end. Maybe the last 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, just screen share it.
You'll see me coming in, which, by the way, I'm about 42 yards past where I thought I was going to land originally. So we'll just pretend that didn't happen.
We'll keep talking. I'll look it up.
So my wing, dude, almost 5 years of flying that wing, and I still cannot figure out how to adjust for the spot landing. If the winds are anything but 0, I'm screwed because it changes everything. And I've tried over and over and over to spot land. And when I first started, I was lucky to land into an area code, then a field, and now it's within range of 100 yards of where I want to land. Yep, cat horns in on my stuff too. Cupcake where vibes, yeah. So yeah, that's the last maybe 4 to 5 minutes. You'll see me approach. Where Aviator does and One Up does their
out at Stonehenge, they call it.
Yeah, the Stonehenge
circle.
Yeah, which I'll tell you about that too. There's a whole new rule there, and thank God for Sandy Gaskin helping me out. But yeah, I don't know if I said this or not, but I greatly appreciate Rick Davies and the Florida Flight Sports for setting me up with a throttle and get me back in action. Yeah, we'll go to the last.
You'll see some text, Will, that says that he decided to do. There you go.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Okay, coming into land and thought I would do a touch and go. Should I use the sound or does that make any difference?
Yeah, you can hear
that.
Yeah. I might be singing.
I didn't hear any songs. Were you gassy?
No. Go 30 seconds. It'll get a little closer there. All right, so I was looking to land between the Stonehenge and the porta potty. That's where I was initially landing, just so you know. Well, watch how bad
there's
this
a porta
is.
potty now.
That's called a segmented circle, for what it's worth.
And
Yeah, Stonehenge.
And you do not. That is a quick touch and go.
Yeah, listen, watch this. And down.
Oh shit! If I said I knew shoot. Oh,
Did you hear me say ow? That's the first time I heard that.
I did.
I was like, ow. I'm checking the throttle. I'm trying to push the kill switch. Nothing. I grab. Now, first thing, take my wing off in case whatever happened. Turn your phone off. No, don't do it. Yeah, turn it off. So that's where the cable hit the prop.
should I stop it now?
Yeah, sure.
It's nice it didn't hurt your prop. Just a little scratch.
Hey, when the guy from Aviators came over and he pulled the spark plug, I go, "Is my prop good?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What happened?" I go, "I didn't break my prop." Yeah, that cable pulled so hard, so fast on my arm, and it hit up against the cage. I actually thought the prop had come through the cage and smacked me in the arm. And not that the lighting's good in here, but I got a nice, probably 50-cent piece bruise on my arm.
50-cent piece.
All right, between a $25 or 25-cent quarter and a 75-cent quarter, somewhere in there.
They want me to back it up and run it again,
Oh,
Sure.
You don't have to put it through again.
and that way we get to see what Scuba was talking about. You were in straight panic mood.
What did I put mood? Yeah.
You cannot make a mistake with this bunch, man. They'll be all over.
oh.
Shit, keep watching. That's all I do is make mistakes.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, the wing is just like, I'll just drift down.
Yeah, can you see the cable from the shadow? Kind of see.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me blow this up real quick. Hold on. Oh, right on the bottom of the screen where the hoop and the cable that, or the throttle cable that's going over my arm, you can see it right there, right
Up here?
But
Yeah.
so if you follow the hoop down to the bottom of the screen, the next black thing to the left of it is the
That's
throttle
the cable. Okay.
Yes. So from that part went all the way back to the prop. So look how much it's only a foot.
I bet it went through that bottom gap.
Yeah. Well, it went through something, obviously.
Because my arms were up. I was kiting the wing. So it had to go through the center gap right there.
Where the strobes are.
Where the strobes right up, yeah, in between that strobe there and the bottom bar.
Yeah. Huh.
Because I have been flying before and I've seen that cable leaned into there, and I'm like, will that reach? So I've let off the throttle, got the motor back to idle, and tried to wiggle it in there, and I could never get it without pulling it into the prop area. I could never get it to do that.
Will, I sent you a picture. That's how of mine where it won't go through there.
Okay. Yeah, but do you have a PAP?
No, mine's Kanguk. But you'll see the way it's
That's right.
how his is top and bottoms and mine are top and sides. It's weird.
I will tell you, if I had my hand sideways, though, 100% before I would have known what was happening, I'd already had fingers cut off. But you guys questioned something about when I did the touch and go and then I got in the full throttle. I only did that for half a second just to get the wing to sit back a little bit so I can have time to work with it. And I went into, brought it up out of full throttle and then back into full throttle once the wing was good. And it never would. I'm running going, why am I not getting in the air? We're talking 4 to 6 mile an hour winds. I should have only taken maybe 5 to 8 steps before I got lift. And I was running, looking, going, what in the heck's going on? Why am I not taking off? So
I see. I consider that a double.
Yeah. So, okay, I see your throttle here.
Yep, and it comes through under this bottom bar that goes sort of down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See, it comes under that one, so to get it up through that big hole over my shoulder would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to tell you, did you hear? I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead, man.
No, I was just saying Shane could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Dave Wolf said you're not going to like that throttle. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. And no, it's not this tiny. You see how big this? Oh, you can't. Never mind. Well, when we take off the screen, I'll show you.
Okay. And that'll be right now. I think I can just close the window. Yeah.
But anyways, so this is how tiny it is. Like this part is the handle on it, and there's the throttle.
Oh. Yeah.
So there's not much to it. Very, very slim. The other one the one I just got, this whole section is a solid piece. This is a solid piece on the other one, and it's a little bit bulkier down here, but up here it's not as, it's bigger, but not that much bigger. The thing I do like about the new throttle is it doesn't have this protruding, the kill switch. It's it's recessed. Yeah. Let me just double check that. So I'm not lying to you. Because
I'm perfectly happy with my Polini, although my next throttle I think will be an off-grid.
I love mine. I have both styles now, and they're really nice.
Yeah. I mean, Polini to me is it's like the bare bones basic. I mean, that's what I started with. So what were you going to say, Dave?
I was just going to say that air conception throttle is awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm wrong. It's a Craft paramotor. What we gave the Craft paramotor frame and harness that Florida Flight Sports gave away at Flight for Gauge.
So what about the kill switch? It's not a Polini, it's a Craft.
Yeah, it's a Craft, and it's flush mounted. So less likely that you're just going to bump it. You actually got to kind of push the rim.
Push it in.
Yeah, push it down in there.
I know that's something you did say you liked about it.
Yes. And having that electric start button on there that I'm going to turn to a probe on off, I really like. I should take a couple pictures soon to Will, and he can put them on there. How about that? Hold on.
Oh, sure.
Greg, man, that's an old wives' tale.
What do you say?
What is it? It's not the size of the bait, but how you wiggle your worm, right?
That's right. So what have you been up to, Dave? You been flying lately?
No, I'm still waiting for my wing. Thanks.
I know. Perfect segue into,
Oh, yeah. Just, yeah. I did email the other day, and I got an email back today that said that the new wingtip has been ordered from BGD. They are just waiting for it to arrive so she can make the repair and ship it. In my email to her over the weekend, I said, I'm slowly dying here. And she laughed and she said, I understand it's terrible to be grounded, and we'll try and get you back up as quickly as we can. But they are at the mercy of BGD because they don't just have wingtips sitting around that they can ship out. So,
yeah.
Oh my God, Angela Preslick.
What?
You dirty, dirty, dirty squirrel.
What, did she say something inappropriate?
She says, "I love the huge." I don't know.
Oh, I read that as I
Well.
love hugs, but man,
Congrats,
you're
Tony.
right.
Congrats.
What am I coming back into? I was only gone to take 2 pictures. What, Angela?
That's all it takes. That's all it
Yeah,
takes with this group.
I love the huge.
Yeah, and it's capitalized too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised it's not all caps.
Actually, I think she's coming over to the Trump side, and she's actually trying to say, "I love the huge." Right, Angela?
Oh man. Well, Kramer says size does matter. So,
Hey, earlier Kramer said that she was sitting in her front yard throwing apples down a hill and watching a fox chase them and eat them.
Oh, that would be cool. Gosh, Kramer, you live the life, man.
Krista, all I gotta do is get a bushel of apples, a hill, put you down it, and throw them down to you, and you're a fox. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
Dave, Angela sent 4 smiley face hearts to your question.
That's good. That means she's come to the dark side. That's good.
Yeah, she's considering it. It's always darkest before the dawn. Just remember that.
That's right.
So, what else is happening? Anybody do anything good last week? Krista and I went Friday, Saturday.
That's funny, Johnny.
Chickens?
Yeah, the fox will eat the fox.
Oh.
Dachshunds, any kind of small creature.
Little Charlies.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, not Charlie. She
So-
saw what she was doing.
So we went last Tuesday. That weekend before that, Chris and I went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday camping. We came back, worked Monday, then had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. We did last show at the campground, and we think we need more camping time, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
We had a really good time. We put an Insta shade over the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
And sat in that sumbitch all day long. Had a big fan blowing on them. Just
Really roughing it.
So we went to a resort, but it's not what you'd expect, I guess.
You're kind of hard to hear, Krista.
Oh, sorry. I said we went to a resort, a camping resort, but it wasn't resorty. Like I'd rather go back to other places that we've been and have a good time. But we love Smart Car, and he doesn't like big crowds, believe it or not. So we have to go to where he wants to go. But we had a good time.
Well, we chose to go where he wanted to go.
We did,
We
but
didn't have to.
it was Rachel's birthday, so we did.
Yeah. And Rachel turned 33. Her campsite was 33.
Yes.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
No.
What a baby. 33. Oh my God.
God.
What is that about?
I know. Do y'all remember being 33?
No.
No.
Krista said it wasn't resorty enough. It has a gigantic pool
No, the pool's not that big for
and
500 campsites, one pool.
and a hot tub that we couldn't even get in.
Oh,
Not
the
that
hot
we
tub
wanted to. 'Cause
cool.
It was 125,000 degrees. And the pool itself was like 99 degrees.
The pool was warm. We only went in the pool one time, and that was when people were getting out, and it was like 8 o'clock at night.
And it still was 99 degrees.
Yeah.
Um,
But then once you got out, you were freezing. Well, you guys seen last week's Tuesday show. I had to put a sweatshirt on. But also
Yeah, I
coming
mean,
out.
the pool's a great idea. I don't think you're gonna. I take it back. You're not gonna need that at Purdon's because you're right. It'll be chilly there at night, anyways.
yeah, Purdon's during the day, a pool would be fine. But
Yeah.
as soon as that sun went down, no,
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm out.
But you don't
Yeah.
need a pool when you can go over there to the splash pad and hang out.
Exactly.
That's true.
Well, John, I got a way, I think, of getting rid of that possum. If your plan doesn't work,
Make it a pet. I
well,
love possums.
I was thinking of cranking the lawnmower.
Well, actually,
Yeah. John Wayne used to
Actually-
do it.
possums are really good to have around the house. They eat ticks, they eat poisonous snakes, and they take care of any creature that has died and left their bones behind. They'll eat them too because they need the calcium.
And they have the coolest feet.
Oh, and they're very unlikely to have rabies because of their body temperature.
Yeah.
It's higher than what rabies can survive. So
They're
They're-
just god awful, ugly creatures, though.
Not when they're babies.
no, dude, Google baby
I love
possum.
possums. I think they're cute.
Google baby possum photos. I'm telling you right now, them jokers, you'll take one home right now.
Well, I've actually seen the baby. They're like little pink things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking when they're like a week or two old.
When they have fur.
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
have fur, they're super adorable.
Aren't
I
they
was-
They make good
marsupials?
pets. Yes.
They're like kangaroos, right? Marsupial.
They're part of the same family. Mhm.
Yeah.
Except they're omnivores. And
I'm not going to take them
kangaroos
home.
aren't.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna take it home.
Mhm.
No.
No way.
Wendy already brought Nick home, and she ain't bringing nothing else home.
Nope.
They have 3 dogs.
They got 3 dogs. Can't stay. Hey, can we get a shout out? Because we got some people in the chat. I seen Paramotor NC in here earlier.
Hold up now.
What?
Don't do the shout out.
I don't. You do. You want to do it?
No, I do. I can't have the chat out.
Everybody, listen.
Dave, want to do it? Nick, want to do it?
Y'all are good. I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
I
You got
can't have
time? I'm looking up baby possum pictures.
yeah, I can't have the chat up because I can't see. Then I have to have it up here. So,
So what you do is you start another page and go to the YouTube.
why is he talking?
I don't
And
know.
he's touching the mouse like this. It's a tablet.
Okay, so it's you. She just got me.
Here we go. No.
Oh, look at them.
Oh, do you have one of the feet? Look at the feet.
Oh, their toes are crazy looking.
Oh, that one right there in the red. Look at that.
Look at
Now,
their
don't tell me that's not cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah, if they'd stay like that, that'd be all right.
look like
Oh,
Will
the
as
big
a
ones are
baby.
cute.
That looks like Will in a baby picture.
But look at those feet are just hilarious.
Ah, that's a good one. He's like, he's laughing.
Oh, he is laughing.
Look, some lady just rolled an apple down the hill. I got it.
Yeah, I got
There's a fox to it.
Oh,
that.
And they
Fox.
carry their babies on their back. How cute is that?
Wait, I might be wrong on the marsupial thing. I didn't think I was.
I think you're right about that.
I think they are. I think they
I think you're
have
right
a little
too.
pouch.
Yeah, they are.
Here's
Oh.
Shane in the morning.
Shane.
The Order of Didellamephoria.
That's before I got my my hair combed back.
No, that Shane's actually a happy woman.
Yeah, did y'all hear that? I'm a happy morning
Are
person.
you?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh.
All you, Nick.
All right. We got John Wayne, Daddy Dutch, David Wolf, Kramer, Angela Preslick.
You got to say that twice. You got to say that twice.
Angela Preslick, like 14 times right here. I got to keep skipping over hers. Scuba, Kramer, Will, Mr. Dana 54, Scuba, Bill H, David Wolf. Who else we got? The other Nick,
Ah, the other Nick.
I missed him.
other Nick, Keith Gray. Yeah. I didn't even see Shane in here. That's kind of crazy. Where's Shane at?
I was the very first one.
DP. Craig B. Scuba. And Greg Laney.
Linda's there.
Linda. Paramount. I can't get down the list that fast. Who else?
Yeah, it's that white space that gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craig, Keith. That's all I see on mine.
So you got Craig B and DP.
Oh, 2 feet and a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Can't hear.
2 feet and heartbeats at the bottom.
David Wolf, you got him. Did you get
Yep.
Angela Presslick?
I got her.
Who?
Tony
Andy
Marzano.
Busby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man.
DP. Paramom. Yep. And Tony.
So,
Tony Marzano.
oh yeah, I did see
Tony
that.
Mazzano.
Hey, Nick, a long time ago, Angela swore that Will did not say her name. So now we double say it every time, and it's been going on. It has been going and going and going.
Just in case you missed the first one, keep it.
But
not
just to
only
clear
that,
things up,
Angela's
just
in
to be
there.
like, what, Dave?
I said, not only that, Angela's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did end up, it turned out that I did say her name.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter. It's still going to happen.
It is. Bill H. Did you say Bill H?
Bill
He
Lake.
did.
Yes.
He did.
And John Wayne said he had to rescue his 3-year-old grandson from a possum once.
Ooh.
They're trying to put it in a pouch.
Aw.
No.
So, DP, I heard Will ask you the god awful question about you flying. We already know your wing hasn't gotten back yet. That was mean of Will. You come
I
here
know.
to support, and he's just poking fun at
Thank
you,
you.
just being grounded.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
I do have a question. How long has it been since you guys have flown? Not you, DP. Sorry. You already
Thank
answered.
Too long.
You don't
Will?
want the answer.
Was it today?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a sec.
Will's looking up his calendar.
Yeah,
Because it's been a while.
May 26th.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm
why?
sorry. I went on the 4th and flew for 2.5 hours, and then I went Saturday and flew for an hour and a half Saturday night.
okay.
Awesome.
It has just been too freaking hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
Okay.
On the 4th, I left at 5:15 in the morning and flew and got back before it got hot, and it was really nice.
Oh. Oh, Will doesn't do morning flights. Never mind. Sorry.
I don't either. I don't like morning flights, but I was bound and determined that was the only time I could make it happen where I wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, they had planned prior to this incident that happened. They were going to fly and try to see the fireworks while they were in the air.
Yeah, because you could fly here until like 9.
9:06 was that day.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, July 4th we could fly to 9:06. So I was like, man, I want to stick up there until we see some fireworks or whatever. So we went and flew that morning, and just that didn't happen. But I will tell you,
We had a great time with Sandy.
yes, we did fly with Sandy Gaskin, and that was really awesome. I was going with something, and now I done
sorry.
forgot.
You've lost it.
I did. I don't remember now. Anyways, it must not have been important. But yeah, we July 4th was morning time was my last flight until I get this fixed. I haven't flown an afternoon flight in like seriously forever. And when I was doing this video, I uploaded all the video clips that I had on my GoPro. Apparently, I had like 16 clips from bins, bad apples. There was a flight from the compound.
You had hay bales.
Oh yeah, I was at video from hay bales. I was like, what size SD card do I have in this thing? So there are more videos coming out. I do have them all readily available. I just have to put them together, and we'll go from there. Well,
You know what? You should give them to Mark because he doesn't really have work.
Yeah, Mark.
And he hasn't flown, I don't think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're all supporting him.
Yeah, right.
You talking about McElroy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He could just get one of his house staff to put something together for you.
I think he already does. I think he already does that. I think he hired a.
The butler did it.
Yeah. I think he hires somebody to put his stuff together, and then he puts it out as his own.
Nice, Andy. Who
Oh,
besides
Not even him.
He did become a grandpa again.
Yes.
who? Oh yeah, that's right. He got a granddaughter.
Son.
I thought it was a granddaughter.
Mm-mm.
Well, these days you can't be too sure. So
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but it's
I'm
a boy,
confused.
and he sent me pictures, and my phone's not with me.
Hmm.
And
Well,
I
I
got
knew it.
Charlie.
He called me the other day. We were chatting. I thought for sure he said granddaughter, but you're I'm sure right.
He had a grandkid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, his biological daughter is having a boy. Her name is Alyssa. And this is Joni's daughter, Kelly, just had a little boy. So,
Cool.
oh, by the way, he said evicted. So,
Forced.
So Scuba says that he was talking about the big parking lots that Amazon has, and they do have some huge parking lots. But I have, and not that I would ever do this, but if it was available and it was like the only game in town as an emergency landing spot, one of them roofs, man, it just looks so inviting. You know? It's like, God, it's freaking huge.
I flew over from the compound. We flew over to the beach, and as we were flying, I flew over a big Publix, and I was like, man, I could easily land there and take off again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it would be nothing.
well, we have an Amazon, but
Which I was at today, and which is funny there. They built this entire complex of Amazon warehouse. What's
I think a warehouse.
Distribution center.
yeah, distribution
And
center.
huge parking lot, like you said.
And every 20, I think it's every 21 minutes, there's a pre-recording. It just says this area is being video recorded. You are trespassing. Please leave the property.
But they're not even coming here.
I know. There's yeah,
So
they never
built
opened
this
it.
building, and they're not. They're like, no, I'm not using it.
Oh, we could use a track to take off.
If it wasn't
Yeah,
Patrick Air Force Base.
no, that's Melbourne airspace.
Melbourne.
and direct line of their flight pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. There you go. That's a good one. Yes, you can, Andy. You could land on Mark's roof in any direction.
Matter of fact, that may have not been Mark's house. Publix. That might have been Mark's summer home that I flew over. I thought it was a super Publix.
Where's McElroy? He's usually in the chat.
No, he's
No,
not. He's
he's
either
in
flying
bed.
or sleeping.
Well, a guy does get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, man. Screw all that. You know what exactly would happen? I would look just like him if I had to get up at that time every day. Man, that wouldn't be pretty. And see,
Poor
when
guy.
I say, hey, listen, when I say
Beat
stuff like that, I just see him at work because he always listens to the show while he's working, air quotes. And I just picture him just going, dicks.
Yeah, we just spend the whole hour just razzing on him, knowing he's going to
I
listen to
know.
the recording.
One of these times we'll do like a Friday, or not a Friday, a Saturday night show, and just do an hour of just making up stuff about Mark. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'll start working. I'll start working on some things.
Yeah, and we can get Joni to send us like some baby pictures.
Oh,
We have her number.
we do have her number.
I'm just saying.
Yes, we have everyone's emergency contact. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
very-
we can get your roommate to send us some of your baby pictures.
Oh, well, yeah. See, now with great power, what is it? With great response, what is the
With great power.
Great power,
great
great
responsibility?
responsibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do I have down for your emergency?
Don't make me
contact?
have to call LifeLock on your ass. I will.
I don't know. Will, who do I have down for your emergency contact?
His neighbor.
Yeah.
Is it
I mean,
roommate.
his roommate. His
your
roommate.
roommate? Okay.
Remember after Will landed, he called and was checking on to make sure
Okay.
Will was good.
Is he still breathing?
Yeah. So
And all his roommate was concerned was, does Will have this month's rent?
yeah.
Yeah.
Please
Leave the
don't
money
leave
here.
me stranded.
Does he have his checkbook on? Is the checkbook on the body?
Can
And
you
by
pass
the way, I have the dog.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, do any of y'all have that in Gaggle like that? Do you have an emergency contact in Gaggle with a phone number?
Yeah.
Mark
Not
does.
yet.
Well, let me just tell you, mine does, and mine was on an email to Wendy, and I told her, you're never going to check it anyway, so might as well put a phone number. Well, as soon as I did, something happened in flight, and it cut off, and it showed that I stopped. Well, then she's calling me going, why is this thing sending me alerts saying you're crashed and you're not where you're supposed to be?
It actually it did that to Mark's wife, but it was like 12 hours later.
Well, it did it to Mark. Well, his phone, he had his phone set up to where if he gets in an accident or whatever, it
Yeah.
calls 911. So Mark landed a little rough and it called 911. And Mark's like, no, I'm fine. I just had a rough landing. I'm like, oh, man.
The worst thing I've had happen to me, and similar, is that on the iPhone, I think if you hold if you hold the power button and keep it held down,
Mm-hmm.
it notifies your emergency contacts.
That's happened to Kristen.
Yeah, and I was flying, and it was held down like I don't know for a long time. So I landed, and I couldn't hear anything. I didn't have it tied in. And so, I landed. And it's like, yeah, man, where are you? We're like been out here and searching in the middle of the woods behind these people's houses. And
Like, have fun.
yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint.
All right, guys. We are past the 1 hour mark.
Well, hold on. I have something to say. That just means people care about you, Will.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will, did we call you, Krista or I?
I'm not on that list. Otherwise, I would have.
When his emergency contacts,
I'm not on his emergency.
we wouldn't have answered.
Yes,
No. Yeah.
you know I would.
I go to voicemail.
Straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
I would have answered. All right, babe.
It's just Will calling me about my extended car warranty again.
Yeah.
I always answer Will's calls, but he doesn't call during work hours, so we're good.
I try not to.
Yeah, go ahead and try calling Krista while she's at work. She'll be like, I'll call him later. I get off at 5. So at 5:40 when I get out of work, because she gets off at 5, she'll give you a call.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, Will, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me online at willflyppg.com or search Will Fly on YouTube. Also, if you're a member or if you live in the Southeast and you fly paramotors or just want to fly paramotors, check out our Facebook page, Southeast Paramotors. And how about the shows
Ooh.
coming up? We got, what's it called? Lindy's Treehouse on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central. No, 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern, yes.
And we got Scuba Show coming up on Friday night. That's always interesting and fun. That's 8 p.m. Eastern also, 8 to 10. And just, I guess, look up Scuba or Scuba Vape on YouTube. You should find it.
Is there anything on Saturday or Sunday?
Nope.
No.
Hey, real quick.
Look at that note on there from Uncle Steve. There you go.
Yeah. So Uncle Steve is in Texas, and they got beat up pretty good in his area. Tons of trees down, fence down, the roof messed up. Not back on yet.
Power.
Yeah, the power. We're hoping for tomorrow. And if you guys could be so kind, as you all know, we support Scuba Steve. Jesus Christ.
Uncle Steve.
We support him too.
Scuba Steve's in here too. We do support him. But Uncle Steve Shake is all I use in this house. To be perfectly honest with you, it's the stuff that we gave away. This is the fine man that donated the bottles for
with the amazing label that he made special.
Yes, with the custom made label. If you guys if you want to help out and support this guy, he is phenomenal. The seasonings are great, good guy, and it looks like he's having a little bit of a hard time. So if you guys can order some stuff and help him out, we'd greatly appreciate it. And so would he.
It is good
Yep.
stuff. I can attest to that.
Very good.
Uncle Steve, you have his number. You call us if you need anything.
Yeah, call me if you need something. I got a generator. I'll run it to you.
And he used
So-
to be a roofer.
Link to the shake.
Oh yeah, it's Uncle Steve Shake .com, I do believe. Steve, I don't know if I gotta make him I think I gotta make him a moderator. Yeah, I think it's Uncle
can do it.
Steve's.
Yeah, it is. Uncle
It's Uncle
Steve's.
Steve's Shake.
Steve's.
So you're gonna end up putting SS because it's Uncle Steve's Shake.
There.
And
There you go. It's in the chat now.
Thank
And
you,
if-
Dave.
Beat you, Scuba.
Hey, if you add in Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane or Tuesday Night Hangout in the comments, he might send you a little something. You never know with him.
We've gotten a few extra little
Yes.
specials. So
Yeah, he's
Some
phenomenal.
other kinds of shake, perhaps.
Well,
Yeah.
Sorry.
he'll send you. Let's say you order 5 bottles of whatever. He'll send you a bottle of something that you didn't order to try.
Hmm.
So it's when you open
so
up
we've
the box.
gotten a dessert
Bourbon.
No,
No, it's
actually,
always seasoning.
hey Dave, I do
Oh,
have
really good.
I do have to try this with you. It's a dessert shake. It's a cinnamon sugar, and you put it on pancakes or ice cream.
Yeah.
It's freaking. It'll make you come back for more.
You can
Just-
even put it on your oatmeal.
Yes. Oh, have you been doing it?
No.
Oh,
But
you
I thought
should.
it would be a great idea, and I went to look for it when we were camping.
That's
and I
not
was
in the
like,
camper.
"Oh, it's at home." Yeah, because I eat oatmeal every morning. So
Jeez.
Isn't that?
it's the worst, right? Because cinnamon and sugar cannot.
Damn
make
right.
anything
It's
bad.
better than yours.
Yeah,
All right. So,
it
Nick,
does have great seasoning.
where can we find you, sir?
You can find me at justusebikes.com for bikes, paramotor parts, whatever you need, or Life with Nick J on YouTube.
And do you sell strobes and probes and
Strobes
Bro.
and props and
strobes and probes?
There's a new site.
anything you want for a paramotor, I'll get you.
For your paramotor and sexual needs.
Speaking of sexual,
for that.
speaking of sexual needs,
I'm sorry.
DP, where can we find you?
I have a YouTube page. It's really sad, but once I get my wing, hopefully I'll have more things. But it's Max Rider 2009.
So are you
search
going
on
to keep
that
that
and-
name?
Yeah,
Are you-
it says, when you pull that up, it says DP, but the page name is Max Rider 2009.
All right, we're calling you
The-
Max
the
Rider
YouTube.
from now on.
Yeah, well, the Max bit my leg off, so I don't know why I'm keeping that name, but
Oh,
Max Rider, what is it? 209?
2009.
2009.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm already subscribed. I was just double checking.
Awesome.
Yep.
I got him last week.
Shane, where
Thank
can we
you.
find you at?
Wait a minute. Oh, that's Max Rider. Hold on. I'm trying to DP right there. There it is.
DP.
I'm already subscribed to hit the bell.
You said you
I
were.
was just double checking. I didn't want to be a
Perfect DP. Perfect.
I didn't want to be a DP.
You know
Anyway,
what?
you can find me here on Tuesday night, 8:00 Eastern time, talking about whatever and making fun of Mark McElroy. And
And your wife.
no,
Strobes and probes.
Oops.
you can find me on TikTok at ppgshane.com. With that being said, guys, we are out of here. Y'all have a great night. See you next week.
Peace.
Good night.
What the heck?
Nighty night.
Maybe.
Nice.
Oh, bye.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around? Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.
Ah! Sorry, hold on.
What's